Coppell resident, here as a Unite delegate, a delegate to the Chorley District Trades Council. Really pleased, first of all, that that all candidates, bar one, Graham Moore, have committed to properly funding public services and council services. It's really important, and there's a connecting point to that, and that is the rise of the far right. Only in Coppell a number of months ago, we saw Nazi swastikas, graffiti on walls. What we see is the link to looking to groom young school children into that far right ideology. We've also seen over in Standish, just down the way, protests outside hostels and hotels, and it sends a real shiver down my spine that is a growing prevalence in our communities. I do connect it to austerity years and underfunding of our services, and what I'd like to hear is how the candidates look to tackle and organise against this move to move by a far right agitators in our communities.
Ryan, you've hit on what is a real danger, and part of the reason why I would say absolutely genuinely we need a block of MPs in Parliament who are going to be standing up on the kind of policies that I think everyone in this room agrees, because we've seen right across Europe the danger is it's when people have hopes that a supposedly left government's going to get in and then they fail, and I think that is the scenario that we face. That's precisely when the right wing and the far right are able to gather people's disillusionment and offer them simple answers which we know are rubbish, but they are simple answers. You haven't got a house, you haven't got a hospital, it's because of all these immigrants. It's not because the public services haven't been funded, it's not because the wealthy so we have to go back to the traditions that we've always had in the movement, where the unions have to take a lead and bring people together. I've had quite a lot of experience in South East London. People have probably spotted my accent isn't from Chorley. I didn't have to give that one away. I was the NUT secretary in South East London at the time of the Stephen Lawrence murder, at the time that we had the BNP headquarters in Bexley. I had one of my own members who was attacked in one of the school playgrounds, a black member by a racist. How do we respond to that? We went out to the community, we booked a hall like this, we had it absolutely filled with hundreds of people. Same kind of campaign in Bexley. Yes, there were the big protests, but it was going door to door, patiently explaining to people what the real answers were, and the BNP headquarters was closed down. And the teacher who was originally warned, it's not safe for you to live here, you need to leave the area, is still teaching the same primary school now that she was 30 years ago, so it can be done.
Basically, you have to show that people care about young people's future, and that we have to properly fund the public services that have crumbled after 14 years of Tory austerity. Brexit, the broken Brexit promises, should be a warning sign to people that the far right can't deliver on the promises. They promise something that's unattainable and they can't deliver on it. Brexit's costing what, 100 billion a year now? So we have to point the failure of Brexit out as an example of the failure of the far right, and we also have to basically fund public services properly and fight propaganda. Basically, there's a lot of disinformation out there from various sectors of vested interest. Like the far right seem to be dead against net zero. And is that because they're getting some funding from the fossil fuel industry? Because they're going to lose a lot of money. That's all good.
Thank you very much, Mark.